Welcome to Ohio Valley Sports Online, live tonight from Harding Stadium for Steubenville Catholic Central Crusaders versus the Cleveland East Tech Scarabs. This is Steve Daley being joined by Mike Florak and Dan Vogel for Home Steelworth Funeral Home, Barrel Toyota, Edge Sports, Fort Steuben Maintenance, Water Transport, Presley Hearing Center, Ohio Motor Group, Jefferson County Health Department, First Westminster Church, Convenient Food Mart, Everhard Bow Funeral Home, Marcino Enterprise, M&M Hardware, Valley Converting, First Christian Church, Dr. Nate Freeman, Dr. Jigella at Ohio Valley Vision, Hummel Construction, Richard Sharon COA, Jimmy John's, Jacob & Sons Meats in Martins Ferry, Radji Home Improvements, Express Car Wash, Arisich Heating and Cooling, Steeltown Auto, Cheney Service Station, A&B Heating and Cooling, Arner Funeral Home, Naples Spaghetti House, and Interstate Waste Services. So Week 10 matchup here between the Catholic Central Crusaders and the Cleveland East Tech Scarabs. I'm going to jump right into our Capital Recovery Systems pregame. The Scarabs are coached by Michael Hardaway. They're a Division III program that enters tonight at 3-4. Their wins have come against Collinwood, who's 1-7, 44-0. Lincoln West, who's 0-3, 54-0. And Cleveland JFK, 1-8, 36-0. Those wins are against opponents that are combined 2-18. Their losses were to Glen Oak, who's 2-7, 50-6. John Adams, who's 6-2, 34-0. Lutheran East, who's 4-5, 42-0. And John Hay, who's 4-5, 20-0. Those teams are combined 16-19. They've scored 140 points or 20 points per game and given up 146 points or 20.9 points per game. We're going to take a short break for the national anthem here, it looks like. And after that, I'll continue with our pregame report. All right, we're back here with your Capital Recovery Systems pregame. As I said, East Tech enters at 3-4. Some key players to watch for the Scarabs tonight. Number 4, Cameron Diamond. He's a senior running back linebacker. Number 5, Zakai Harris. He's a junior running back linebacker defensive back. Number 21, Jeremiah Smith. He's a senior wide receiver DB. And number 24, Marshawn Brown, a junior running back and linebacker. East Tech will primarily run spread looks offensively in the run game. You'll see a lot of base blocking up front as they try to get their back on the perimeter. The passing game will feature your basic 3-step drop from the gun route combinations that are mirrored on both sides. They'll want to try to get the ball to their athletes in space and allow them to generate the big plays. As far as East Tech goes, I got to be honest, I'm going in a little blind on this because video footage was very, very limited. For the Steubenville Catholic Central Crusaders, the Crusaders are coached by veteran head coach Eric Meek. He's in his 4th season as the head coach of the Crusaders with a record of 26-17. It's his 32nd year coaching football. He has a career record as a head football coach of 158 and 117. He's had multiple state playoff appearances and won a state title in West Virginia with Weir High in 2005. The Crusaders enter tonight's game at 5-4. They've defeated Wellsville, who's 0-9, 26-15. Bishop Rosecrans currently 5-4, 52-45. Bridgeport currently 4-5, 22-13. Belpre currently 2-7, 51-18. And Canton Valley 6-3, 48-30. 48-30. Those wins come against teams that are combined 17-28. Their losses came to Strasburg, who's 6-3, 20-12. Wheeling Central, who's 5-2, 48-0. Oak Glen, who's 6-2, 28-0. Fairport Harbor Harding, who's 8-0, 27-20. Those teams are combined 25-7. The Crusaders have scored 231 points, or 25.7 points per game, and given up 244 points, or 27.1 points per game. Key players for the Crusaders: number 12, Matthew Sprocka, quarterback DB. Number 52, Nick Massio, offensive lineman, defensive lineman. Number 75, Johnny Kostecki, a junior offensive lineman, defensive lineman. Number 5, Kyron Busick, a junior fullback linebacker. Number 77, Justin Rowe, a senior offensive lineman, defensive lineman. Number 50, James McInnes, a senior offensive lineman, linebacker. Number 2, Michael Fabro, a junior wide receiver DB. Number 7, Nate Irvin, a junior running back linebacker. And number 9, Zach Bryan, a senior wide receiver DB. Catholic Central will give a variety of formations offensively, but it's no secret that Coach Meek wants to run the football. Defensively, they play a base 4-4 defense. On the season, the Crusaders have rushed the ball 364 times for 1,734 yards, a 4.8 yard per carry, and 192.7 yards per game, and 25 touchdowns. Quarterback Matthew Sprocka leads the rushing attack with 176 carries for 960 yards and 8 touchdowns. Ryan Holsworth has 75 carries for 335 and 7 touchdowns. Davion Thorne, the freshman, has 47 carries for 215 yards and 2 touchdowns. And Kyron Busick, 50 carries for 181 yards and 8 touchdowns. Sprocka is 50 of 97 passing for 643 yards and 3 touchdowns. Matty Jones is the leading receiver with 12 catches for 206 yards and a touchdown. Zach Bryan has 12 for 169 and a score. Michael Fabro, 11 for 149 in a score. The leading tacklers are Matthew Sprocka with 60, Kyron Busick with 55, Davion Thorne with 49. The Crusaders have forced 18 turnovers on the season. So as far as our Ohio Motor Group keys to the game are concerned, it's going to be imperative for Catholic Central to possess the ball offensively and keep the Scarabs' offensive weapons off the field. East Tech has the size and speed advantage. They do not run a complex offensive scheme, but they have the athletes that can turn what looks to be no play into a huge play. The Crusader defense has to tackle well tonight and get off the field when they can. The Central offense must stick to what they do best, the ground and pound. Long, sustained, time-consuming, physically draining for the defensive drives are extremely important for Central tonight. Finally, Central must look to capitalize with and on great special teams play. Look for the Crusaders to go after some punts tonight. They must stay in their lanes in coverage of kicks, be aware of covering the ball in return situations. That being said, my Ohio Motor Group keys to the game for the Crusaders will be, number 1, run the ball successfully and control the time of possession. Number 2, limit explosive plays and be great tacklers. And number 3, take advantage of special teams opportunities. Mike, your thoughts real quick.
Yeah, Steve, I totally agree with you. The big plays, if Central can contain that, they're going to be in business. And I also look for this as the last home game for some of Central seniors. Matthew Sprock has been a key to that. He's the guy that everything goes through. Kind of unusual to have your quarterback as your leading tackler on defense.
Right.
But I'm looking for Matthew to have a big game. And Coach Meek, whether or not, like we said, they may not know all that much about East Tech, but he'll adjust at halftime. He's a veteran coach, and he'll be able to deal with what he needs to deal with on the fly. I did research what a scarab was.
Okay.
It's an insect.
All right.
Beetle-like insect. So Central's hoping to squash some of that speed, like little beetles on the sidewalk. But that is going to be the key. I think you're right. Limit the big plays, and Central will be okay.
We'll go ahead with our Cedar One Realty starting lineups again. I'm limited on what I have for East Tech, so I'm going to give you Catholic Central's offensive and defensive starting lineups, and then we're going to kind of see who East Tech puts on the field out there. I did mention a few key players for them, but outside of that, we do not have a starting lineup for them. Offensively for Catholic Central, right tackle, number 50, James McKinnis, a 6'2", 185-pound senior. The right guard is number 74, Braylon Wilson, 6'2", 250-pound sophomore. The center is number 52, Nick Massio, 5'6", 200-pound junior. The left guard, number 75, Johnny Kostecki, 5'8", 250-pound junior. The left tackle is number 65, Isaac Fedorov, 6'4", 255-pound senior. The quarterback is number 12, Matthew Sprockeye, 5'9", 145-pound senior. At wide receiver, we'll see number 2, Michael Fabro, 6', 145-pound junior, as well as number 4, Davion Thorne, a 5'9", 140-pound freshman, and number 9, Zach Bryan, 6 foot, 150-pound senior. The tailback position, we'll see number 22, Ryan Holsworth, 5'11", 170-pound junior, as well as number 7, Nate Irvin, 5'11", 180-pound junior. The fullback is number 5, Kyron Busick, 5'10", 180-pound junior. At tight end, we'll see number 8, Matty Jones, 5'11", 180-pound sophomore, as well as number 14, Seth White, 5'8", 140-pound freshman, and number 11, John Paul Gessler, 5'9", 155-pound senior. Defensively for the Crusaders, at end, Isaac Fedorov, 6 foot, 160-pound sophomore. At the tackle positions, number 75, Johnny Kostecki, number 77, Justin Rowe, and they'll also use number 74, Braylon Wilson. At the other end position, number 7, Nate Irvin, as well as number 22, Ryan Holsworth. The inside linebackers are number 5, Kyron Busick, and number 20, Skylar Longo, 5'10", 160-pound sophomore. The outside linebackers are number 4, Davion Thorne, and number 50, James McKinnis. And the secondary, we'll see number 2, Michael Fabro, number 12, Matthew Sprockeye, and number 9, Zach Bryan. As the Crusaders take the field, we're about a minute 20 away from kickoff here, Mike, with our Commissioner Eric Timmons opening kick. So again, interesting matchup. I told Coach Meek on Wednesday, I don't envy him preparing for a game like this. You know, you're limited. I know they probably exchange film. You don't know much about this team. They're a Division III team that has some athletes, have won some games. So you're playing up as far as division goes, and it's a little mixed bag of you're not quite sure what you're going to get.
Well, you probably ran into similar teams like we ran into Youngstown Rain, or when later in our schedule that didn't have much to play for. We're fighting to get into the playoffs. And what happens is I'll be surprised if this game plays out any other way. This is just my prediction. If Central can limit the big plays and they can take charge and run the football and be physical, this team they don't have the playoffs to play for. They're going to be loose. They're going to try to make some big plays. And if you can break their spirit, sometime in the third quarter by continuing to move the ball up and down the field and control the line of scrimmage, I think Central will be in business.
Right. The scary thing is, though, again, you play a team like this, you can bottle them up, and it looks like the play's going to go for nothing.
Yeah.
And then next thing you know, a guy reverses field or something crazy happens,
Absolutely.
and next thing you know, 70 yards later, he's in the end zone.
For sure, because, a team that's from a bigger city like Cleveland, they're going to have some talented athletes. So that's one thing that you have to do is just be buttoned up with all 11 guys that are on the field at that time.
Right. So, again, here we go, set, ready to go with our Commissioner Eric Timmons opening kick. I think they're going to do a clock adjustment here. It doesn't seem like we have the correct time on the clock.
Yeah.
Coach Ted Kostecki trying to tell him you got to put 12 minutes up there, not 10. Not a minute 20. We almost got it. There we go, 12 minutes on the clock. Again, the Crusaders right now, they're locked in a playoff position, Mike. Just kind of playing for seeding now here tonight to see where they're going to end up, who their opponent's going to be. I want to let everybody know, here's our Commissioner Timmons opening kick, fielded at about the 38-yard line by an up back for the Scarabs.
Usually when the ball comes off the kicker's foot like that, that's not planned. That was more of like a little bit of an oops, but not bad field position for East Tech to start out here. Central was on the coverage right away.
That was Cameron Diamond on the return for the Scarabs. They'll start off 1st and 10 at their own 38. Want to let everybody know we will bring you Ohio High School football playoff action this coming Friday. Once those games are released tomorrow, we'll look at what that schedule looks like, and we'll be bringing you some game Friday night. Just look on our Facebook to see what our schedule may be. Scarabs come out of the huddle. They're going to send. They got too many guys on the field, so they're not going to be penalized for that. It's 3 receivers to the right, split left, back set to the right of the quarterback, Diamond. He's rolling to his right, looking to throw. He does throw, and it's intercepted at the 45-yard line. That interception made by Matty Jones out there.
Yeah, and, Coach, as you know, we talk about the line of scrimmage, and right there, big play by Nate Irvin getting right in the quarterback's face. He may have even got a piece of the ball, but he did definitely get a piece of the quarterback's arm and caused that shortened throwing motion, which led to some inaccuracy and an interception. Big play for the Crusaders to start out.
And for East Tech they're trying to roll a left-handed quarterback out to his right to start the game. That's a tough throw to make.
Sure is,
especially when you're under pressure like that.
Yeah, and I don't know if that was just they were trying to use the far side of the field or what, but you got to give Irvin credit there. He took off like a bolt of lightning. It was in the quarterback's face.
Power running set to the right for the Crusaders. Sprockeye hands off to the right side. Holsworth, very short gain. He's going to pick up 1 there.
Anthony Brown, number 55, on that tackle. Worked his way down the line there effectively. He's playing right defensive end. They're moving the tackle now. They're moving their players around.
Power running set to the right again for the Crusaders. Sprockeye in the gun. He'll keep it himself right side, just straight quarterback power. And Sprockeye has first down yardage. He's down inside the 25-yard line. They're going to mark him out right about the 25. So it is a first down.
Boy, Matthew Sprock, I've watched him over the years. He's so good at picking his holes like that. Like I said, I look for him to have a really big game tonight. Great job by the Crusader line up front and the backs in the backfield leading the way there.
Crusaders stay with that power run set to the right side. Wouldn't expect anything less. They're in a double tight formation. Sprockeye takes a snap, fakes to the right, keeps himself to the left side. He's down inside the 20-yard line, will be stacked up. So they're into the red zone area. Wheeler Lofts is red zone for the Crusaders as they have 2nd and 4, just outside the 18-yard line.
Yeah, you can see Coach Meek from right from the start. I think he's got a plan on a big dose of smash mouth football here.
Again, power set to the right. Bad snap, and Sprockeye has to fall on it. So that'll be a loss of yardage outside the red zone back to the 23-yard line.
Those are the things that, you know, against a team like this, you just got to button it up and make sure you're not making those mistakes. The negative, not only the big plays that you have to stop for them, but you have to stop the negative plays for yourself.
So that's going to bring 3rd and 8 for the Crusaders. Hand off right side, Holsworth. He's back down inside the 20, so back into the Guilofts' red zone. But it's going to be a 4th down situation right at the 20-yard line.
4th and 5 here, a little bit more manageable than 3rd and 8, but no doubt that Central's going to go for this. See if they try to roll Sprockeye out and give him a run-pass option or something like that here.
Power run set to the left for Sprockeye. Fakes it, keeps himself right side. He's down inside the...
he lost that one. Yeah, that's going to go to East.
Yeah, the little turnover there. He had West first down yardage, it looked like, but was it coughed it up, and it's going to be recovered by East Tech.
I'm not sure who picked the ball up, but it looked like either... I thought it was Travell Steele, #1, but I'm not sure.
So East Tech will take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line. Following that stop.
Yeah, I thought Sprox had 1st down yardage there, but and room to reach the sticks, but just lost it. It was a good play by the defender there to reach in and strip the ball out.
2 receivers out to the right, split left for the Scarabs. 2 backs in the backfield with the quarterback Diamond. He takes the snap, hands off right side. A little cutback here, a little lane there, and a little daylight. This looks like it's going to be a first-west first down for East Tech out across the 25-yard line.
And Jameer Patterson running real hard there. A nice little cut, able to move the sticks. Central's got to make sure they get, when you get a hat on him, that first guy's got to wrap him up and get some help to the ball carrier quickly.
So it is a first down for East Tech. They'll stay with 2 receivers to the right, split left, 2 backs with Diamond. Takes a snap, hands off left side this time. Getting outside the defense, showing that speed, #1, Tavell Steele, a freshman. He has first down yardage out to the 46-yard line.
Coach, we had double team there on Nate Irvin and #14, Mankey Norman, the sophomore wide receiver for East Tech. Threw a real good block on the corner there on Zach Bryan, and Bryan wasn't able to come up and support there, so that play went for a pretty big gain.
Same formation for East Tech, 2 to the right, split left, 2 backs in the backfield with Diamond. Takes a snap, hands off right side. It's on the ground. It's loose.
I think Central's got that.
And I think Central has it. So Central, after 2 decent runs.
Nate Irvin, yeah. We've called his name a couple times, Coach.
After 2 decent runs, they even things up in that turnover battle as they get it back in East Tech territory at their 43-yard line.
Looked like the ball carrier just ran into the backside of one of his own guys, and the ball just popped out. Nate Irvin alertly on the play there. And also, Braylon Wilson had a shot at that. It kind of popped out of his arms. But it's a good thing for the Crusaders that Irvin was there to jump on the ball.
Power set to the right. Sprockeye in the gun. Takes the snap, keeps himself right side. Down inside the 40-yard line as it keeps the legs churning down to the 37-yard line.
He does such a good job of picking his way and navigating, you know, where the hole's going to be and where the little crack's going to be. And when you have that power set like that, you just have bodies going and you find where the crevice is and make as much yardage as you can.
Pick up a 6 will make it 2nd and 4 Crusaders. They'll stay with that power set to the right.
Tight splits for the offensive line too.
Hand off right side. Thorne met in the backfield and dropped.
Yeah, this is their guy, number 55. Wow, Anthony Brown.
Coach Meek is not happy with that.
Yeah. Anthony Brown in the backfield almost stole the handoff.
Lost a 3 back to the 40-yard line. We'll bring up 3rd and 7.
And I'm guessing that Brown's their guy. He's moving around here, so they're looking at, formations and which side of the field they're on and that kind of stuff to try to give him the best opportunity, be able to come free and make the tackle.
Power set again for the Crusaders.
That'll help.
And we got encroachment by the defense there. So that'll move it up 5 yards, make it a 3rd and short situation at the 35-yard line. It's going to be 3rd and 2 for the Crusaders. Power set to the right. Spark guy takes a snap, keeps it himself, left side
Nice
after
move.
fake. Real good move. He's going to be right at the sticks
Shake
there.
and bake.
They're going to move the chains. That's another First West first down for Catholic Central. Down to the East Tech 33-yard line.
I think that play was designed to go up to the right a little bit, and I think Matthew saw a little bit of a crack to the left, so he kind of went off script there and was able to lean forward. But that's a veteran player there that knows, hey, I only need a couple yards here,
right.
So I'm just going to fall forward and get what I can and keep the chains moving.
Power set to the left here for the Crusaders. Sprocket hands off left side to Thorne. Thorne dancing, trying to find his way. Short gain. Pickup of 2 will give him. Nope, pickup of 1, 2nd and 9.
I'm not sure if number 99 is Kaleem Black. It's in the program as number 99. I'm not sure if he's wearing number 98 now. He's been quite active too. Good sized guy in there.
We're being joined now by Ray Suckoch up here.
Okay, we better button up. We better straighten up.
Yeah,
okay,
we better straighten up.
Hide the beer.
Sprock guy rolling down right. He has a man wide open. That's Matty Jones inside the 5. Loses the ball going into the end zone.
He was over the goal line at that time.
They're going to call touchback.
No, he's over the goal line. I don't think you can call it.
They're going to call touchback here, Mike.
Goal line there. That tackle.
The beanbag was thrown at the wall.
Yeah, it was. And that's the guy who had the best look at it in the stadium.
Yeah. So it is going to be a fumble and a touchback.
2 turnovers and 2 possessions now for the Crusaders. That's not good.
So no touchdown here.
It was a really, really good play by the East defender, and I'm not sure who it was. I thought maybe it was number 14, Mankey Norman, but he stripped the Crusader receiver, and I thought he was over the goal line, but the official had the best look at it. So we're still even up here.
Yep. 1st and 10. East Tech at their own 20-yard line. 2 receivers out to the right, split left, 2 backs in the backfield with Diamond. Takes a snap, hands off right side. Across the 20, out to the 30-yard line, close to first down yardage. It is a First West first down for East Tech on a 10-yard gain.
Patterson, he shook up there, but he was running hard again, and he ran through several arm tackles there. Crusaders got to get a hat on him and then look for help.
So 1st and 10 at the 30 for East Tech. Again, staying with 2 right, split left, 2 backs with Diamond. Now they'll motion over right to left to put 2 receivers to the wide side here. Diamond takes a snap, hands off the left side. That's number 1, Tavell
There was
Steele.
a hold there. They could see. Yeah.
Tavell Steele was out to midfield, but it's going to come back.
Yeah. Number 14, Mankey Norman, got caught that time holding Zach Bryan. I mentioned on the prior possession that he made a good block on Brian. That time he gets caught with a hold. Brian did a good job of fighting across his face to pursue the ball carrier, and that time Norman just got caught with his hands outside there.
So the flag was thrown at the 39-yard line. They'll back it up 10 yards back to the 29, so it's going to bring up 1st and 11 for East Tech. Two receivers right, split left for Diamond in the gun with 2 backs. Takes a snap, hands off right side. That's Steele again. Bounces away from the tackler, cuts it upfield. Nifty little run there for Steele. Just picks up a few yards.
Yeah, again, Central's there. They have a cluster of defenders right there, but the first tackler's not making the stop here.
Nope.
So wrap up a little bit.
5-yard pickup will make it 2nd and 6 for East Tech. Two receivers right. Nope. They'll move a man over, and they're going to take a timeout. So we got a Mario's Italian Restaurant timeout. 4:13 remaining here in the first quarter. This first quarter being brought to you by National Colloid Company. We'll take a break with them, and we'll be right back.
Thank you, National Colloid, for sponsoring this broadcast. A National Colloid company with over 75 years in the chemical industry can take care of all your chemical blending needs.
All right, we're back. 2nd and 6 for East Tech. They'll now go a spread formation, spread pistol. Diamond motion man left to right, handed off on the jet sweep. That's number 1, Steele, showing that speed and acceleration. He's got a First West first down. Out across the 40-yard line, out to the 42.
That was a well-designed play right there. You see the open left-handed quarterback. He thought they might roll him left in that situation, but had the little jet sweep going in the other way. And Steele's he's a hard runner. He and Patterson both have good speed, but you can see they run hard also.
So 1st and 10 for East Tech at their own 42-yard line. Again, 2 receivers right, split left, 2 backs in the backfield, Diamond in the gun, hands off right side.
There's a good tackle.
That's number 24, Marshawn Brown, but yeah, good tackle
number
there.
75, Johnny Kostecki right there with a nice hit.
Diamond on the carry. Tackle by Fedorov and Kostecki. Gain of 1, second down and 9.
Pickup of 1 will bring up 2nd and 9 for East Tech. Sticking with the same formation, 2 to the right, split left. 2 backs in the backfield with Diamond. Takes a snap, hands off to the left side. Steele
There's
again.
a little stiffer defense there.
Again, short gain, pickup of 1. It's going to bring up 3rd and 8.
Kostecki there again, along with Wilson and Kyron Busick. Central stiffening up there a little bit. First time we've seen a ball carrier go backward a little bit for East Tech.
Spread set here for East Tech. 2 receivers both sides. Back set to the left of Diamond in the gun.
Crusaders bringing pressure from the right side.
Looking to his left.
Well-designed blitz there.
Yep. So lost back to the 35-yard line is going to bring up a punt situation.
Can you give a third of a sack there to 75 or 74? Excuse me, Braylon Wilson and Luke Bryan and Nate Irvin, all 3 of them there, all over the quarterback. And very well designed. We could see that they were both coming off the right side, Coach, and East Tech just couldn't get that blocked.
East Tech only has 10 guys on the field right now for this punt. Now they bring the 11th on. Special teams, a little bit of an adventure here. And we're going to have to delay a game. So that's going to back it up 5.
Coach, I always thought at these points, and tell me what you thought. Like this, you get some confusion, men on the field, off the field, that kind of stuff. Team in this situation in their season, it's a good time to put on a punt block right
Oh,
now.
absolutely.
And Central did.
Yes. And
And they did not get a piece of it, but it just goes straight up in the air. It's going to be returned.
Oh, fumbled. Now
Oh, my.
Crusader jumps on it. So the Crusaders are going to take over down inside the 25-yard line. So it was a loss of yardage punt as the ball went straight up in the air, did not cross the line of scrimmage, and bounced backwards.
I think he felt that pressure a little bit, and it was a great move by the crowd just kind of scattered. People were trying to stay away from the ball a little bit on East Tech side. I don't think the Central players knew where it was at, with the exception of Nate Irvin, and he alertly picked the ball up, but he dropped it, and it's a good thing Zach Bryan was there to scoop it up and retain the possession for the Crusaders.
Yeah, I mentioned that in the pregame. We'll probably see Central go after some punts, and they did there on the first one. Pro-I formation here for Sprockeye under center. Draws the defender off sides. Yep. It's going to be encroachment against the Scarabs. It's going to move it up 5 more yards.
And you got to think, we can't hear up here what the snap count is and the voice inflection, but you got to think Sprox is playing with them a little bit defensively up front. So he's drawn them offside twice here in the first quarter.
So 1st and 5 for the Crusaders inside the Guida Lofts' red zone, just inside the 20 to 19.5. Sprockeye in the pistol takes the snap, hands off left side. Holsworth has a hole there and down inside the 10-yard line. So it'll be a first west, first down. It'll be 1st and goal, Crusaders at the 9-yard line after that 11-yard pickup.
Great run off that left side, the offensive line there, doing a heck of a job there. Johnny Kostecki and Alex Fedorov opening up a big hole there for Holsworth, and Holsworth picks his way down inside the 10.
We're under a minute to play here in this National Colloid Company first quarter. Hand off left side, Davion Thorne. He's down inside the 5, down about the 4-yard line. Bring up 2nd and goal from the 4 for the Crusaders. Nope, they pull it back at the 5-yard line. I thought he was down at the 4.
Crusaders really need to punch this one in here. They want to establish control of this ball game, and you just have the feel that they've kind of controlled the play, but another, I think, a loss of possession here without a score would be devastating. There's another fumble.
Guy loses.
He can't get up and run.
He's got to fall on it, and he's going to fall on it back on the 10-yard line.
Man, a lot of mistakes tonight. I'm sure Coach Meek's not happy with his fumbled snaps and
that's going to bring this first quarter to a close. Our score 0-0, Catholic Central and East Tech. We'll take a short break, and we'll be right back with your second quarter action. All right, we're back here live for second quarter action. The second quarter being brought to you by Hummel Construction as the Crusaders face a 3rd and goal from the 10-yard line. Sprockeye in the pistol formation will fake it right, keeping himself to the left side. He's down around the 5-yard line. They're going to mark him at the 4, I believe. So it's going to be 4th and goal from the 4-yard line.
Good play call, and the hole opened up there, but filled quickly by Trey Blair, number 7, and number 14, Mankey Norman. Good hard run by Sprox there. Now this is a manageable 4th and 4, but the Crusaders really need to put some points on the board here after controlling this action for most of this first quarter plus. Down to 11:25 left in the second quarter here.
Double tight flanker right eye backfield behind Sprockeye.
That'll help.
And there's some movement up front.
That's 3.
3 encroachments.
3 encroachment infractions here, yep.
Half the distance to the goal. Be 4th and goal from the 2-yard line now. Same formation, double tight flanker right eye backfield. Sprockeye under center.
And again, a 4th and 2, much more manageable than a 4th and 4, Coach.
Fakes it, boots out to his right, throws, and complete. Touchdown, Crusaders. I think that's Matty Jones, I believe.
Number 9, I think it was that. Well, was that 8 or 9? Far away, you're right, Coach. That was number 8, Matty Jones. Nice little out. So just got across the goal line. Sprock's got it to him right away. A very well-designed play. Great call by Coach Meek and the staff there.
So Crusaders up 6-0, pending the Mosty Funeral Home point after touchdown here. Descalzo to kick. And looks like they're going to draw the defense offside again.
And now Coach Meek wants to go for 2.
Yeah, they're going to move it up from the 3 to the 1.5.
Send the first-team offense back out there. That's a 4th encroachment infraction, just in a little over 1 quarter. So I'm sure that can't make the East Tech coaching staff very happy.
Double tight flanker right eye backfield set. Sprock under center, takes the snap. Hands it off on a fullback trap. Kyron Busick into the end zone.
Beautiful.
For the 2-point conversion. And the Crusaders lead 8-0 with 10:58 remaining here in the half. We'll take a short break, and we'll be right back. All right, we're back here in your Hummel Construction second quarter as the Crusaders now lead 8-0 with 10:58 remaining in the half. Descalzo set to kick things off back to East Tech. Puts the foot into it, hits about the 25-yard line, takes a roll and picked up at about the 14-yard line. Steele coming back the other way, loses it. It's scooped up by Crusader.
Great play right there. Number 4, Davion Thorne reached in, grabbed the football, and now it's the Crusaders taking over, and they're in business.
Yep, it was recovered by Zach Bryan. So the Crusaders are going to have a 1st and 10 in the Guida Law Office's red zone at the Scarab 14-yard line.
You know, Coach, you see like these little things. The team in this stage of the season lose sight of their fundamentals because when you're running left, the ball should be in your left hand.
Right.
The ball was in his right hand. There was an easy target. A nice play by Davion Thorne just to whack it out of his hand.
We got Mario's Italian Restaurant taking by East Tech. We'll take it with them after we hear from our sponsors. We'll be right back.
We know what you want in a chainsaw. You want legendary performance, you want industry-leading ergonomics, and you want precision cutting that gets the job done quickly and safely. That's why we want you to try a Husqvarna chainsaw. With air injection, low vibration handles, and powerful X-Torque engines, Husqvarna chainsaws are trusted by professionals around the world. If you want to take down a tree or clear a forest, you'll want a Husqvarna chainsaw. It's what precision cutting is all about. Visit M&M True Value Hardware on Sunset Boulevard in Steubenville today.
Thank you, National Colloid, for sponsoring this broadcast. A National Colloid company with over 75 years in the chemical industry can take care of all your chemical blending needs.
We're back here in the Hummel Construction second quarter. Crusaders double tight, flanker right, eye backfield behind Sprock eye. On this first down play, they hand it off. It looks like the back lost it. It looks like Busick lost it, and it is turned over on the fumble to East Tech.
Coach, that looked like pretty much the same play they ran for the 2-point conversion. Yeah. And I just think it was a bad exchange there between Matthew and Kyron, and it hit off of Kyron's hip and went right into the hands of one of the defenders for East.
Yep, just an inside trap there to the fullback, and East Tech's going to take over 1st and 10 at their own 10-yard line as a result of that turnover. East Tech's going to stay with the 2 receivers to the right, split left 2 backs in the backfield with Diamond in the gun. Diamond takes a snap, hands off left side.
Great penetration there. Well, that was a nice play to be in there right away by number 74, Braylon Wilson. on the defensive side for the Crusaders.
That was Jameer Patterson on the carry. He's going to lose yardage. Loss of 3, so bring up 2nd and 13 back at the 7-yard line.
And, Coach, when you're in a game like this with a team that's not real buttoned up, they've been turning the ball over, how do you talk to your guys about don't play down to their style, right?
Yeah, you just got to stay focused. Play your game. You know, each guy do his job. You know, don't worry about, you know, hey, I'm going to make a big play tonight or what have you. No, just play your game. Do your job. 2-by-2 spread here for East Tech. Pistol formation. Try to send a man in motion right to left.
Another timeout by East Tech.
Yep.
9:57 here to go in the second quarter.
Marty's Italian Restaurant timeout. Let's take it with them. We'll be right back.
Looking for a great meal? Stop in Mario's Italian Restaurant and Lounge and DeCarlo's Pizza, located at 3806 Main Street in Weirton. Proudly serving the tri-state area for over 60 years. Family owned and operated, serving salads, sandwiches, pasta, and pizza 7 days a week. Call Danny at 304-748-1179 or visit them at mariosrestaurantandlounge.com. Good luck to all area teams from Mario's Italian Restaurant and Lounge.
All right, we're back here in the Hummel Construction second quarter, 9:57 remaining in the first half. Central leads 8-0. East Tech facing a 2nd and 13 from their own 7-yard line. Spread formation 2-by-2. Diamond in the gun. Will motion a man right to left. They'll hand it off on the jet sweep going to the left, and the ball's on the ground.
Wow.
Looks like it's recovered by East Tech, though. Coleman lost that one. It's going to be a loss of yardage, though.
Yeah, alertly, that was number 69 for East Tech that fell on that. Laniel Hopkins. Or else that would have been a huge turnover for the Crusaders. But if they can hold them here, you putting a punt block on again?
Oh, absolutely.
Yep. After that first.
3rd and 14 for East Tech on their own 6. Again, motion right to left out of that spread. They'll hand it off right side. That was number 2, Jameer Patterson again. He'll get positive yardage out to about the 9-yard line. It's going to bring up a 4th down situation and a punt situation for the Scarabs.
Another good tackle by Nate Irvin there. He was there with Busick, and we've called Nate Irvin's name a number of times so far. He's having a good night tonight defensively for the Crusaders.
Again, only 10 players on the field for East Tech in this punt situation.
Yeah, you got to be licking your chops over there.
And they brought one in and took one out, so there's still only 10 guys out there. Snaps
Took
it back.
a block again, just missed it.
Punt is away. It's fielded about the 30-yard line. And there's going to be a flag that comes in as the receiver, I think it was Sprock guy.
Did he signal the fair catch?
Signaled a fair catch, yeah. And then he was drilled.
Wow.
So Central, after his penalty, is going to take him down into the Guida Lofts' red zone to start this possession. They actually called helmet to helmet on that.
Take your pick. It was about 3 infractions on one hit.
Yeah. It's going to be 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line. So, again, we are in the Guida Lofts' red zone for the Crusaders on this possession. Great opportunity to capitalize and go up 2 scores here, Mike.
Yeah. Yeah, Central doesn't want they hold tight with the keeping possession of the ball here, and to go up 2 scores, it's going to be big.
Power run formation to the left. They hand off left side. Holsworth, he's down inside the 10-yard line.
A good block in there by number 14 for the Crusaders, Seth White. Got a chance to call out some of these things that we see there. He rode his guy all the way down on the inside. That hole is designed, I think, to go a little bit off guard there. Wound up going a little bit off tackle, but White did a good job of riding this guy all the way down toward the center there.
Bring up 2nd and 4 after a 6-yard gain by Holsworth at the 9-yard line. Power running set again for the Crusaders out of the gun. Sprock guy takes a snap, Hands off right side to Davion Thorne. Thorne stacked up.
Hold the ball there.
He was stacked up, picked up, and brought backwards, but he did get down to forward progress. Is going to put him down around the 7-yard line. So a short gain. It's going to bring up a 3rd and a long 1 for the Crusaders.
Gain of 2, 3rd down and 4.
3rd and a long 1. Crusaders going with a backup PA announcer here. Sprocket keeps himself right side, down inside the 5. He's into the end zone.
Wow,
Touchdown,
nice
Crusaders. Up 14-0 now. Steve Bolger doing the announcing tonight. Former teammate of mine in both football and basketball.
Bulge is having fun over there. You know one thing when Bulge is around, we're going to have fun.
Yeah. We're not going to critique his math skills when he called 3rd and 4 on a 3rd and 1, but that's okay.
Well, he went to Central. I went to the van next to Central, so I've got nothing to say about that.
Boston Funeral Home point after touchdown here as the Scalzo comes on to kick. We got some movement up front. It's going to be encroachment again against East Tech, so it's going to move it half the distance.
I think Coach Meek's going to want to go for 2 again here.
Yep.
They're bringing out the first-team offense. It's 5 off 5. 5 times they've jumped here.
All you got to do is watch that ball. Watch the ball.
You know, and the other thing is you don't think about that. The 2-hour trip's not fun to come down here at this stage of the season. Double
tight eye backfield. Fullback trap again to Busick, and he's in again on the 2-point conversion. So 16-0 Crusaders. 7:04 remaining here in the half. We'll take a short break, and we'll be right back. All right, we're back here in the Hummel Construction second quarter. Crusaders lead now 16-0 as the Scalzo set to kick off. Puts the foot into it, hits about the 25-yard line, picked up at the 20-yard line and brought back the other way across the 30, across the 35. Now back to the 30-yard line, back to the 35, and finally dropped. Crusader comes up with the ball, but they're going to say no, he was down by contact.
Boy, Nate Irvin in on a special teams play there. Him and Seth White doing a nice job of containing that East Tech runner, and that was Alex Coleman on that return. And I was a little scared watching him. He's gliding like effortlessly.
Yeah.
I mean, you can see the athletic ability of these guys for East Tech, but Central's been able to contain them so far.
So it'll be 1st and 10, East Tech at their own 34-yard line as we have the Mothman landing on the window here.
The Mothman prophecies.
Yeah.
Stay off the bridges tonight.
Point Pleasant, yeah. East Tech shorter man again. It's like, come on, guys, we're on offense now. 2 receivers to the left, split right, 2 backs in the backfield with Diamond. They do get the play off as they hand off the left side.
Stacked up real well by the interior of the Crusaders line. There's Kostecki again, 72. Alex Fedorov, Wilson there. They're all there. All that front is looking stout right now. They got some momentum. They're charged up, and they're stiffening up right here.
Steele was the ball carrier. He's going to lose 1 there to bring up 2nd and 11 from their own 33. We'll send 2 receivers out to the left, split right, 2 backs in the backfield. Diamond takes a snap, fakes it to Steele, keeps it himself right side. This Diamond will get out across the 35-yard line. Out to the 37.
Good tackle there by number 19, Luke Bryan. Held his ground there, didn't fall for any fakes. And as you talked about early on, you know, it's just mind your own gap, mind your own responsibility.
It's going to bring up a 3rd and long situation, 3rd and 7 for East Tech. at their own 37-yard line. We'll send 2 receivers out to the left, split right. 2 backs with diamond. Takes a snap, hands off left side. It's number 2, Jameer Patterson. Short gain, out close to the 40-yard line, but it's going to be another 4th down situation for East Tech.
I'm going to call Kostecki's name again there, Coach, and also number 7, Nate Irvin, having a heck of a night. He's in on that stop again, and as is Kostecki.
Patterson slow getting up, lost his helmet.
There's been about 3 or 4 East Tech players limping off at one juncture or another in the game so far.
So it is a 4th and 4 situation from the 40-yard line of East Tech. It looks like they may go for it here.
They're going for it, yeah. Crusaders make sure they don't jump here. Coach, is this more of a lack of confidence in their kicking game than anything else?
They got to delay a game, though, so it's going to back it up 5. Now, I'm sure they're going to punt.
Like this. They're sending in 5 substitutes, so this probably is a punt team.
Well, they've used up all their timeouts already, so with 4:49 remaining in the first half, they're going to take the penalty, back them up 5, make it 4th and 9, and punt it away from their own 35.
Mike Tomlin, School of Clock Management.
Yeah. A little subtle dig there. Punt is away. It's a better punt here. It's going to hit it to Crusader about 37-yard line and take an East Tech roll down to about the 30-yard line, just outside the 30. So Central will take over 1st and 10 from about their own 31-yard line. .4:15 remaining here in the Hummel Construction second quarter.
Big possession here for the Crusaders. As long as they can hold on to the ball, it'd be ideal for them to chew up a little bit of clock. But if they can put some more points on the board, this would be huge.
2 receivers out to the right, and a power run set for the Crusaders. Sprockeye fakes, keeps himself left side.
He's falling forward now. Yeah, you can see there's a different energy in the Crusaders' interior line. They're on their front of their stances, looking to move forward. They can feel this now, and they know this is a big possession that they need to cash in on.
5-yard gain for Sprockeye there. We'll move it out to the 36-yard line, make it 2nd and 5. 3:50 remaining on a rolling clock here in the first half. Again, Crusaders lead 16-0. We'll send 2 receivers out to the left, tight end right, eye backfield beyond Sprockeye under center. Takes a snap, fakes, boots out to his right. He has Matty Jones out there, wide
Beautiful
open,
throw.
Complete. He's going to get knocked out of bounds at around the East Tech 39-yard line.
Beautiful throw by Matthew there. Rolled to his right, and Jones was open. Hit him right in stride, and the East Tech defender was lagging behind a little bit, was able to save a touchdown, but that's 25-yard big, what do we call those? Explosive plays.
Play, yeah.
The O Patio and Pub on Lane with our man Edward Gahn.
2 receivers right, tight end left. Sprockeye in the pistol, takes the snap, hands off right side, Holsworth. Cuts it back to the middle, and he's going to pick up yardage down inside the 35-yard line, down to the 34. So about a 5-yard pickup there for Holsworth.
Seeing a little bit more of a surge with Catholic Central's offensive line too, Coach. They're just starting to push back that defensive line for East Tech. And their hands are on their hips. They're looking a little tired here.
Con pistol set here. Sprockeye takes a snap, keeps it himself left side.
Got to protect the ball here.
Very short gain as he's thrown backwards, but forward progress is going to mark him down around the 32-yard line, it looks like.
Crusaders need to be mindful of the clock here.
Yeah, it's going to be 3rd and 3.
Central does have all 3 timeouts remaining.
2:20 remaining here in the first half. We'll set 2 receivers up to the left. Matty Jones, the tight end to the right. Eye backfield behind Sprock. Takes a snap, fakes, booting out to his left, thrown into the flats, complete. Yeah. Kyron Busick. Busick down inside the 25-yard line, thrown out of bounds. So it's a First West first down, just outside of Guideloff's red zone, down at the 22-yard line.
Really nice play call there. Great design by Central, but a couple guys came free up the middle there, and that was all Matthew Sprock. Rolling to his left, throwing back to his right, found his back out in the flat there and was able to give him a nice little soft pass that he could catch and do something with after the catch.
2:05 remaining. Power run set to the left for Sprock. He'll hand off left side. Davion Thorne down inside the 20, down to about the 15. So they are into the Guideloff's red zone here, Mike.
Yeah, we got to give hats off to Anthony Brown here. He's playing his heart out for East Tech. He's in on another tackle there, but big hole, big surge. Can kind of feel it now. Momentum really swinging in favor of the Crusaders.
7-yard pickup for Thorne. Power run set to the left. Sprock will keep it himself left side inside the 10. Just tripped up. That's a First West first down. It'll be 1st and goal, Crusaders at the 8-yard line. Clock still rolling, minute 30. Again, Crusaders, all 3 timeouts remaining. They'll come out in the double tight formation here. 3 backs in the backfield with Sprock and the gun. Sprock takes a snap, fakes, rolls to his right, tries to get out in the flats to Kyron Busick, and it goes incomplete. That'll stop the clock at 1:12.
And again, pressure right in his face. Coming off the left flank there, Steele and Patterson, both for East Tech, were able to hurry Sprox enough that he wasn't able to take his time and hit his receiver in stride.
So 2nd and goal from the 8. Again, minute 12 remaining. Crusaders lead 16-0.
That stops the clock too, Coach. So the clock is no issue. As the Central's got 2nd and goal here, they can stop the clock 3 times.
Double tight again. 3 backs in the backfield with Sprock. Takes a snap, hands it off. No, fakes, keeps it himself right side. Bounces off a few tacklers, gets down to about the 5-yard line.
We're going to spend one here, yeah.
Crusaders will take a Mario's Italian Restaurant. We'll take it with them. We'll be right back.
When you're shopping for insurance, you might say,
"What? Huh?" I'm so over this.
But what you really need to say is something that could actually help.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
When you get a local State Farm agent, they can help make it easy and help you choose the coverage you need. Plus, they're available online, over the phone, or even in person.
I'm so into this.
Get someone who actually can help. Contact State Farm agent Casey Johnson today.
Are you looking for a trusted name in residential and commercial real estate? Look no further than Cedar One Realty. Our team of dedicated professionals is here to help you find your dream home or the perfect commercial property. With years of experience and a deep knowledge of the local market, we're the experts you can trust. Cedar One is a full-service brokerage that handles residential, commercial, property management and storage units. Call us today to schedule a consultation and see how we can help you achieve your real estate goals. Cedar One has over 60 agents serving the Ohio Valley. Cedar One Realty, leading the Valley in residential and commercial real estate. Visit us online.
All right, we're back here, minute 3 remaining in the first half. Crusaders face 3rd and goal from the 5. Sprock takes a snap, rolls to his right, looking, under pressure. He's going to throw this one way out of bounds very smartly. And there's a flag that comes in. Might have a horse collar there or a roughing the passer, Mike.
I don't think that was grounding. I think the official could see that. That's the referee there. But I think he could see that Sprox was trying to throw, make a decent throwaway attempt, but he just got grabbed and the defender had a hold of his shoulder. So the ball wound up on top of the restrooms there.
It's a personal foul against the defense. So he didn't really signal whether it was a horse collar or roughing the passer or late hit. It was just personal foul against the defense. So that's going to make it first and goal for the Crusaders at the 3-yard line with 56.1 seconds remaining here in the half.
Yeah, and if it was a horse collar, it's important that Sprox did get rid of that ball because that's a dead ball foul afterward with the tackle, and that would have been marked off from the 13 or so, and left them at the 6-yard line rather than the 1.
Sprock guy in the gun takes a snap, keeps it himself
He's
right
in.
side. He's in the end zone. Touchdown Crusaders to make it 22-0. 53.1 seconds remaining here in the first half.
Coach, that possession could not have gone any better for Central unless there were 53 more seconds run off the clock.
Right.
But that played out exactly how they hoped it would be. They're going to go into halftime here as long as they cover this kickoff with a lot of momentum.
Descalzo on to attempt the Mossy Funeral Home point after touchdown. Snap is back, hold is down, kick is up, and kick is a line drive through.
That was a good job by the holder there, number 5, Kyron Busick. Snap was a little far away from his body, but he was able to get it down, still got it through the uprights.
I'm not quite sure if Busick is the regular holder. I want to say that's a change from what I saw
in
their previous game, But nevertheless, good job there by Busick.
Yes.
And Crusaders now lead 23-0 with 53.1 seconds remaining here in the first half. We get to halftime, we'll be bringing you the Crusader Marching Band for their halftime performance. And it is senior night for the band. So you'll catch all that at halftime as I watch Mike Florak eat pizza.
I'm going to go. I'm not sure I'm going to go after the record tonight. It just depends on how these next two go down.
Just a light snack.
That's all. Got to beef up a little bit, as the weather's getting cold. Hibernation phase. I mean, I don't want to be underneath blankets. I want to have my own fat keeping me warm.
And again, Ohio High School football playoffs will start this week coming up, and we're going to be bringing you some of that action Friday. So make sure you check out our schedule to see where we'll be. The Scout kickoff goes out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. So East Tech is going to take over 1st and 10 at their own 30. Unless they elect to have Central re-kick it, which they may. Yeah, it looks like they're going to say, hey, mark it off and have them re-kick.
Yeah, and it's a good call by Tech here because they have some speed back there, and that's I think their best shot at doing anything right. With these last 53 seconds here and a half is to try to pop one on special teams.
Mm-hmm. So Descalzo will tee it up again and reattempt the kickoff. Puts his foot into this one. Hits it about the 25-yard line. Goes past the returners.
He's got to cover
and
that.
It's rolling around live, yeah. And the returner has to dive on it. Steele dives on it at about his own 2-yard line.
Wow. Jameer Patterson for Tech did not look like he was running after that ball. And then he eventually, I think he looked up and saw a blue wave approaching him and said, I better get after this thing.
So they're going to take over 1st and 10 at their own 2-yard line with 51.4 seconds remaining here in the half.
Dangerous territory here.
Yeah, again, returner's not realizing, hey, this is a live ball. It's not going into the end zone.
You've got to be much more mindful than that.
East Tech will send 2 receivers out to the right, split left, 2 backs in the backfield with Diamond in the gun. Diamond takes a snap, keeps it himself left side.
Oh, he didn't
He's
get
gonna
out.
No, that's going to be
That's
a safety.
Great play again by Nate Irvin. We called his name a number of times, but he broke in the backfield right there, saw the quarterback rolling left, and was able to grab him and throw him for a loss in the end zone for a safety. It's 2 more points for the Crusaders, up 25-0 here. 47 seconds left in the second quarter.
And they're going to get the ball back with a short field.
Yeah.
Score Central 25, Scarabs 0.
So again, 25-0.
Forrest Gump's appeared here in our press box. I'm looking for Lieutenant Dan.
He's right behind us. He's right there.
There he is.
So Scarabs will have to kick off from their own 20-yard line there following the safety. So as I said, Central should get a fairly short field here with time remaining and still 2 timeouts left, Mike.
Yeah, they can do something with this. Coach Meek really wants to put his foot on the gas. If he's got a play-action play right here that they can hit.
Could potentially put us into a OHSA running clock situation in the second half.
We haven't seen what their punting game is very shaky, so who knows what this kickoff game's like.
So the
I think
Crusaders
they still only have 10. 1, 2, 3, 4,
No, they
5,
got 11.
6.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Crusader returners are inside their own
Not a
40-yard
bad
line.
kick
Not a
right
bad
there,
kick.
yeah.
Fielded by Sprock guy out across the 40. 45
Nice cut.
across
Ooh,
midfield.
one more tackle to break.
He gets to midfield. They'll mark him right at midfield. So with 40.7 seconds remaining and 2 timeouts left, Crusaders will take over 1st and 10 right at midfield.
What do you do, Coach? You take a shot here?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, no doubt.
We'll
Like
play
you
it,
said,
play
I'd go
action.
play action. I'd go play action. I'd go upstairs.
I've had that play action open a couple times that they've hit, with the tight end out on that deep out.
We'll send Zach Bryan out wide to the left. Backs in the eye. Sprock guy fakes. It's going to be a screen out to Thorne on the right side.
Not there. It's
Nothing
not
there. Yeah, he's going to get dropped for a loss. And Central's going to take a timeout. He's taking all by that screenplay. That's going to be a loss of 6.
Just wasn't there.
Let's bring up 2nd and 16. So we have Mario's Italian Restaurant timeout. Let's take it with them real quick. We'll be right back. We're back here. Sprock out under center, takes a snap, rolling to his left under pressure, throws, and complete. That is complete to Michael Fabro. And they're going to mark him at the East Tech 44-yard line. So a decent gain there for the Crusaders. It's going to bring up a 3rd and 2 situation with 24.7 seconds remaining and 1 timeout left for the Crusaders. That'll be 3rd and 4, I'm sorry. Pro I formation, Sprock eye under center. Takes a snap, rolling to his left again. He's got to throw this one away as he was under heavy heat from number 55 there, Anthony Brown. Brown's caused Sprock guy some issues all night, Mike.
Yeah.
In passing situations.
He's tough. He's a baller, man. That's their guy. He's been all over the place.
Anthony
You
Brown,
can see he's
the
moving around his
senior,
fellow defensive lineman.
They don't have heights and weights on here. He's a tall, lanky kid.
Yeah.
Central will send 2 receivers out to the right. Sprock guy in the gun with 2 backs. Takes the snap, rolls to his right. He's going to throw deep out there. He's got a man. Davion Thorne. And that's caught.
Call it a catch.
down around the 22-yard line with 14 seconds remaining. So First West first down just outside of Guida Lofts' red zone at 22.
Very nice throw and catch there. And Davion Thorne, don't forget, he's only a freshman. Man.
Right.
He's out there making these plays. He stripped a fumble earlier defensively, and now he's making this great catch over there on the sideline. Very impressive.
Crusaders will send 2 receivers out to the left, tight end right eye backfield behind Sprockeye. Sprockeye takes a snap, rolls to his right, throws back over the middle. Oh, in and out of the hands of the receiver. I think it was Matty Jones.
Yeah, had Sprock's been able to stop a little bit earlier, he had
the post,
on the
post.
Open. Yeah, you can see that. But I think he was trying to look for Jones to get into the end zone and be able to feed it to him from there. Little probably out of field goal range to try to kick a 40-yarder here or so.
But again, that's one of those throws. If he were to make that throw, you always tell your quarterback, don't throw back to the middle of the field.
Yeah, it was a little back in the middle a little bit. Yeah.
2nd and 10, 8.2 seconds remaining. 2 receivers out to the left.
Central's going to have to burn out.
Yeah, they're going to have to take down 3 seconds. So you're going to Mario's Italian Restaurant timeout. We'll be back with your last 8.2 seconds.
Everyone at IWS is proud to support our area schools and athletes. We would like to wish every team a safe and successful season. Play hard, stay strong, and good luck from all of us at IWS.
A legacy committed to service and sustainability in our communities.
Josephine's Authentic Italian Food is a proud sponsor of this broadcast. You can carry out or have it delivered. Do you have an event that needs catered? Well, give Josephine's a call today. 740-282-1599. Josephine's has an extensive menu. Look them up on Facebook or call them now. 740-282-1599. Josephine's Authentic Italian Food, carry out or delivery.
All right, we're back here. Again, Crusaders faced a 2nd and 10 from the 22-yard line of East Tech. 8.2 seconds remaining. Sprockeye takes the snap. Thrown out to the right side, and that's going to be incomplete out of bounds. So that'll leave 3.7 seconds on the clock, a 3rd and 10 situation.
I'm looking for that back shoulder throw there to, I think, is that 8 or 9? That's
I think it's 9. Brian. I think that was Zach Bryan.
You're right, Coach. A pretty good coverage there by the defender, number 24 for East Tech, Marshawn Brown. Last play here. What are we running here, Coach?
I'd like to see the Crusaders run a wheel route out here.
Okay. To the wide side here?
Uh-huh. They got Thorne in the slot. And they got Fabro out wide. Sprockeye drops straight back, throws over the middle. Oh, in and out the hands of the receiver. I think it was Matty Jones again. Or?
We're not done yet. We're going to have a roughing the passer.
Oh, we are going to have a roughing the passer.
Wow.
So it is roughing the passer. So that's going to move the ball inside the 20-yard line, inside the Guida Lofts' red zone, down to the 11. Bring up a first down. At that point, doesn't really matter because there's no time remaining on the clock, but we're going to run one untimed down here to end the half.
If the Crusaders could punch us in, that's a huge break for them right here.
Yeah.
I mean, they're obviously in control of this game right now, but this would really put almost a final nail in the coffin of East Tech here.
2 receivers out to the left. Sprockeye in the gun, takes a snap, rolls to his left, throws. Oh, in and out of the hands. Good job by the defender, number 14, Mankey Norman, to kind of knock it away from Zach Bryan there, as he was sitting right at the goal line. That probably would have been a Crusader touchdown.
One more step either way, that's a touchdown. If he's there a step earlier, he's taking it to the house, and if he's a step late, that's a touchdown for Central.
Right, so that'll end the first half. 25-0 Crusaders lead. Your Berryman Chemicals halftime. We're going to have the Crusader Band in their senior night for you. So we'll be back after that. Enjoy.
Are you seeing the world as clearly as you should? At Ohio Valley Vision Center, we believe in providing top-quality eye care for you and your family. From comprehensive eye exams to the latest in eyewear fashion, our experienced optometrists are here to help. Located in Steubenville and Weirton, we offer convenient hours to fit your busy schedule. Thanks to Ohio Valley Vision Center, you can see better than ever. Call us today at 740-283-3937 or visit OhioValleyVisionCenter.com to schedule your appointment. Ohio Valley Vision Center, your vision, our focus. Looking for a great deal on a pre-owned vehicle? Ohio Motor Group has you covered. Visit us in Steubenville, Bridgeport, or online. We've got cars, trucks, and SUVs to fit every budget and lifestyle. Bad credit? No problem. We offer guaranteed credit approval. If we can't approve you, no one can. Check out our inventory online at ohiomotorgroup.com or stop by one of our locations today. Drive away in your dream car.
Halftime is sponsored by Berryman Chemicals in memory of Eleanor and Douglas Red Naylor, supporting area youth since 1960 through academic and sports scholarships, mentorship, and community spirit. Good luck to all area teams from Berryman Chemicals.
Ohio Valley Sports Online would like to thank one of our great sponsors, Capital Recovery Systems. Capital Recovery Systems is home of the no-cost court collections program. Capital Recovery Systems is a proud sponsor of this broadcast.
Imagine a vibrant hub where education meets wellness, a place where students and community members thrive together. At the East Central Ohio Educational Service Center, we're not just envisioning this future, we're building it. With partnerships that unlock resources and opportunities, we're addressing healthcare needs and cultivating talent. Join us in creating a healthier, brighter tomorrow.
Ladies and gentlemen, we proudly present 2025 Athletic Cycle Blue Sailor Marching Band. Our band is the president, Nick Daley, and assistant director, Mr. Sam Johnson, along with Royalette and color guard, Amy Dodson. And the Crusader Marching Band is led by drum major, Cash Dawson. Tonight, we honor our team. This is our class of 2022. Dylan Justice Houston. Dylan is assisted by his parents, as well as Damien and his brother, Guy. Dylan has played the trumpet in the State National Band for 4 years. That's the Teresa Catholic Central membership Brady also volunteers at the Jefferson County Board of Elections. Brady states stand there. Happy and sad. Brady plans to protect health and Sophia is assisted by Monica the state of marching band for 4 years. Sophia's activities family are members of 6 marriages in Steubenville. Activities at Camp Steubenville include membership in the football team for 2 years, serving as the state manager for 2 years. He has been a member of the Tea Club for 1 year and has been a member of the track team for 2 years and the swim team for 4 years. Adam is a member of the International Society and the National Honor Society. Addison is the house leader for House Reba. Addison states that this is a 3-year band thing. Addison plans to attend Joseph Reed in nursing and work as a pediatrician. Addison is a band leader for the St. Joseph's Seminary. Connor is a silver medalist.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. So you saw that. Yeah. I was ready to get on mobile.
Connor has played in the state marching band for 5 years. Connor's activities at Camp Steubenville and membership of the soccer honor his family on his only President was quoted by her mother, Nancy Wells, as hands the color guard and Crusader marching band for 5 years. Presley's activities at Catholic Central took membership in the National Honor Society for 3 years, and the Ski Club for 2 years, the Athletic Club for 3 years, and the tennis team for 4 years. Presley's favorite memory is watching memories or watching movies at band camp in Navy and Liberty. Presley plans to attend Kent State University to study aviation, to study to obtain a professional pilot's license. Harley's activities at Captain Central, membership of the volleyball team for 4 years, of the captain, 4 years on the track, and 1 year on the softball team. Harley is a 3-year member of the pet club and ski club, and interactive club. As president, she's been a member of the National Honor Society and has been nominated and participated in the OVSO All-Star Dance Line for 2 years. Harley's favorite memory was getting ready at the school before fall time with her friends, freshman and sophomore years. Harley is undecided on her choice of major, but does plan to attend Westwood University and join the dance team. Harley understands the triumph of the prosperity in the Christian band. When her family got children by her parents, Maria starts to leave freedom. Area
All right, we're back here. That was the Crusader Marching Band and their senior night. The football team seniors were honored before the game. The senior band members were honored there at halftime. It was your Barium and Chemicals halftime. Right now, Crusaders lead 25-0, Mike, and it's been all Crusaders. I mean, they turned the ball over a couple times, but once they settled in, they've taken full control of this game.
Yeah, and I just want to say before we talk about the game, it's great to see the band members and everyone else who's involved with all the pageantry of high school football get recognized. It's a special time in these young people's lives. This is a time they'll never forget.
Mm-hmm.
I know you feel the same way. These memories that we have, you and I wearing those blue uniforms, are going to be etched in our minds forever.
Right.
And it's something special to be able to share these things with your friends, with your families in attendance, and being able to look back on these great times and the formation that we all received at Catholic Central with very fond memories.
Absolutely.
But as far as the game's concerned, I think that end of the second half could not have gone better for Central. They were controlling the play. I think those first two turnovers, had they not coughed up the ball twice, the score would be much worse. And I think what they have to do is just hold on to the ball from here on out and keep grinding that clock.
Absolutely. They're one score away from setting this into an OHSA running clock situation. Crusaders sitting. They've already clinched the playoff spot, Mike.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if you look at it according to Joe Idle, as I just pulled up here on my phone, my magic phone, as Coach Greg Bain says, the Crusaders, it says, have clinched the playoff spot. With a win here tonight, they could finish as the 5 or 6 seed. They're in full control of this game right now. We expect them to do that. So if they were to finish as the 5 seed, they bump everybody down a couple spots there. They would square off against the number 12 team, which looks right now to be Gloucester Trimble, who we faced back in 2013 in the regional final out in Zanesville. That was a heck of a ball game.
Athens area, yeah.
Yeah. If they finish as the 6th seed, it looks like it would be Crown City, South Gallia that they would face. And that would be here at Harding Stadium next week.
Yeah, looking forward to hosting. Yeah, we'll have to confirm that. Maybe if he's listening, Coach Greg Bain can get out his magic flip phone and tell us what he can find on there.
Now, if you go over to Drew...
You knew I was going to give my man a jab. He's my man. He's one of my all-time favorite people on earth, and Coach Bain made a big, big impact on me, man. That's for sure.
If you go over to Drew Pastore's site, which is a fantastic 50.net, he has them squaring off with a win against South Gallia. There's a 28% probability of that, but then when you go down and look at his most likely first-round opponents, he has Trimble as 24% chance, South Gallia as 23% chance. So it's going to be one of those two teams. We're going to have to see how it all the second half kickoff here. This third quarter is going to be brought to you by Jefferson County Health Department as the officials get set to, well, we got to let the last minute 20 run off. You know, Dan, I always laugh about that because, once the halftime time runs out, there's a 3-minute period the teams get to warm up. Both teams have used their 3-minute period. Both teams are out there set, ready to go, kick off and return. Some officials would just say, hey, set that clock, let's get going. This group of particular officials are saying, nope, we're going to let that last minute run off before we get things going here.
Are you getting paid by the hour? So
Down to 35 seconds ticking off the clock here before we start the second half.
Everybody's ready.
Yeah.
Hurry up and wait.
Mm-hmm. We're down to 20 seconds. 15. 10. And this official's watching it intently here. I guarantee as soon as it hits the zeros, he's going to give him the ball to place it here. 3, 2, and 1. Clock hits 0, and yep, now he said we're ready to go. Hands the ball off to the kicker, and now we're ready to go.
Okay.
That is Anthony Brown kicking off for the Scarabs. Fielded at the 20-yard line by Sprock guy out across the 30.
He's gone.
40. He's gone.
He's going to make a move.
Midfield.
Yep.
He's going to try to outrun Brown, and
yes,
he is.
sir.
So opening kick in the second half is returned 80 yards for a touchdown by Matthew Sprock guy to put the Crusaders up 31-0. Great start to the second half, and it does start that running clock.
Boy, that hole just opened up perfect, and you could see the safety. The kicker was just not moved up far enough.
No.
Matthew was going to make a move on him and then leave his shorts there on the 35-yard line. So, as my son would say, we were watching last year, and I said, Sprox has some jets. I said, watch him. And, of course, my son, he's still learning how to talk a little bit. Sprox has some jets, and you saw them there.
Yes, you did. Descalzo now with the Mossy Furon point after touchdown, and we got an encroachment by the defense. I believe the 6th of the night. That's going to be declined by the Crusaders. They're just going to kick us one. As the clock now rolls under 11 minutes. This Jefferson County Health Department third quarter.
That's an Ed Gone O patio and pub on lane explosive play. 80-yard kickoff return to start the second half.
Snap back, hold down,
Blocked,
kick up, and kick is blocked. But there's going to be a flag. Roughing the kicker big time there.
But I don't understand what happens here, Steve. The kick's blocked.
Right.
But they also blew the whistle before the play was over. The ball was still loose.
Mm-hmm.
Shouldn't that play out, and then they should,
They should, yeah. That's going to be assessed on the kickoff.
I don't. They run over the holder? Is that?
No, the kicker.
I don't understand.
I mean, he totally took the kicker out there.
Wow. I saw somebody go down, but it was.
I'm sure Coach Meek is telling the Scouts, you got to protect yourself there.
Yeah.
So again, we're in a running clock situation. As clock rolls now 9:35 and continues to roll. So Crusaders are going to kick off from the East Tech 45-yard line. You got to back it up there, young man.
Once again, Central fans, your game ball ticket is grade ticket 609.
You can tell by body language out here, Mike.
Yeah.
East Tech is not real interested in playing the second half.
No, and like we talked about in the opening, we felt Central could break their will sometime in the third quarter, and it's come a little bit before that. But give it to Coach Meek to keep the team focused, especially after those first two possessions that resulted in turnovers.
Scalzio's kick is fielded at the 5-yard line. That's number 1 for East Tech. Tavel Steele bringing it out across the 25-yard line.
Good coverage there by Central, number 50, James McInnes, and number 19, Luke Bryan there on the stop.
So East Tech will take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line. They do stop the clock momentarily for that change of possession. And now that will restart it now. So again, 1st and 10 from their own 27. He trips into the boundary. Single receiver split out to the left. Diamond takes a snap.
Ball on the ground. Central's got it.
Recovers it.
Boy, and again, right here on the spot, we've called his name how many times? Nate Irvin, the junior, having one whale of a game. The fumble recovery there.
Matthew Sprock took a late hit there. Gets up slow. Don't want to see that right now.
No,
Playoffs starting this week.
Yeah, he's not happy. You want to see this clock keep running, and now we're at the point where Central they score again, and just keep the clock running and start to substitute.
Right.
Boy, Nate Irvin, big night there.
Because again, a lot more on the line for Central. I mean,
Yeah.
obviously, you know, East Tech season's over after this game,
Sure.
but you don't want to see plays like that. Yeah. Yeah, they're penalized 15 yards for the personal foul. So Central will take over 1st and 10 down at the East Tech 12-yard line.
We don't have the stats, but the East Tech's racked up quite a few yards on penalties here.
And another flag comes in. It's going to be illegal participation.
Yep.
They got 12 guys on the field.
Yeah.
That's going to move it up 5 more yards. Central starts its possession in the Guida Law Office's red zone. It's going to be 1st and 5 from the 7-yard line now. Handoff right side, Holsworth. Holsworth will walk into the end zone.
Yeah.
There's a penalty flag that comes down. It's going to be a foul. It's actually going to go against the Crusaders. A hold, it looks like. So that score will not count.
Back, yep.
So they'll back them up 10 yards. It'll be 1st and 15 from the 17-yard line.
Yeah, we're at the point we're down to 5:30 here in the 3rd quarter. So this is this clock's gonna run off fast here.
Hand off right side.
That's open. It's there. Yeah, nice cut.
Down inside the 5, down close to the goal line. They're going to mark him just shy of the goal line.
I bet Grandpa's proud on that one. That looked like old films of old Ducky gliding and cutting and slashing his way into the end zone there. But his grandson's going to be a good one. I'm sure he's proud. Davion's played himself a nice ball game tonight.
So it'll be 1st and goal just inside the 1-yard line.
Well, we've got a timeout here. Not sure what this is for.
I think they thought there was an injury, but East Tech player takes himself off the field. Clock restarts. We're under 5 minutes here remaining in the 3rd. It's Jefferson County Health Department 3rd quarter.
The time's going to come off real fast here.
Backfield behind Sprock. Takes a snap, hands off right side. Holsworth met in the backfield and dropped. Dropped back at the 3-yard line, so loss of 2. Bring up 2nd and goal. Actually, loss of 3. 2nd and goal from the 4 now.
The Central couldn't stop that penetration there, and I think that's looks like number 5, which is Zakai Harris on the stop for East Tech.
Backfield set again for the Crusaders. Flanker out to the left. That's Brian split out there. Toss play. Thorne. He's going to get dropped for a loss.
Yeah. Slung down real hard by Alex Coleman there. And one guy, he needed a beater. If he beats him, it's wide open. He's walking into the end zone. But Central needs to regroup now. Try to punch this in here.
3rd and goal from the 10. East Tech with only 10 players on the field as number 2 walks off the field for East Tech. Now they'll send the 11th player out. They got nobody out there covering Zach Bryan. Now they realize flanker's out there to the right, eye backfield. And we got penalty flag encroachment on the defense.
That's number 7 or 8 tonight.
So that'll move it from just outside the 10 to just outside the 5. And we'll do 3rd down again. 3rd and goal from just outside the 5. And now we have an official timeout called by East Tech. So we have a Mariostown Restaurant timeout. They'll take it with them at 2:57 in the 3rd. Crusaders lead 31-0. We'll be right back.
That sounds like a great proposition there with being able to improve our golf game over there at First West. I'm afraid Pastor Jason Elliott might have me out of there with some of the language I use on the course. I may be excommunicated right there.
Double tight flanker right eye formation for the Crusaders on this 3rd and goal situation. Handoff right side, Holsworth.
He had some room outside if he wanted to bounce it, but he stays on his feet and gets into the end zone.
Yes, he does.
Thought that play was
wow, I did too. Somehow he was able to come out of that pile and get into the end zone. 37-0 Crusaders.
Nice run by Ryan Holsworth there.
During that timeout, head coach Michael Hardaway of East Tech was giving the officials an earful. I'm not quite sure about what. Mossy Funeral Home point after touchdown attempt here by Descalzo. And we have a flag. It's going to be encroachment on the defense again. This is declined. Snap is back, hold is down, kick is up, and kick is no good.
A lot of penetration there, it might have been tipped.
Descalzo protected himself there, though. You just see as he kicked through the ball, he kind of did a little block up there. Yeah, good for him, though.
Might have been a Cobra Kai move there or something.
So Crusaders now lead 37-0 with 1:20 remaining in the game as the clock continues to roll. This 3rd quarter of action.
This is going to go by fast here, so hold on, and thanks again so much to all of our sponsors. We really appreciate you making this possible for us to bring these games to all of our fans here.
We were up over the 10,000 follower mark.
Fantastic.
We appreciate all your support.
Keep liking us, keep following us.
Absolutely.
All of our outlets.
Facebook, YouTube, or through our website, OHIOVALLEYSPORTSONLINE.com. You can find us any of those ways on the internet and social media. Descalzo now set to kick it off back to East Tech. Puts the foot into it, hits about the 20-yard line. Returner picks it up. It's Tavel Steele trying to bounce outside. And he's going to get corralled at about the 25-yard line.
Now that was again number 7 with a hand in there. Nate Irvin originally turned him around, and then a couple of the other Crusaders on the kickoff team were able to clean it up there. But how many times have we called Nate Irvin's name tonight? Fantastic game for number 7 here.
And I don't think East Tech will get a snap off here.
Yeah.
Because the ball was set. And they start the clock. So, yeah, that's going to end the third quarter with the Crusaders leading 37-0. We'll take a short break, and we'll be back with your fourth quarter action. All right, we're back here live for your Wintersville Trophy Shop fourth quarter. 1st and 10, East Tech at their own 25-yard line. They'll motion left to right out of the spread formation. They'll hand it off jet sweep right side to Vel Steele. Nothing there. There's going to be a penalty against the Crusaders there. Looks like they're saying a face mask out there. Yep. That's the 15-yard variety. So that'll be a first West first down for East Tech out to the 40-yard line. $11 minutes remaining here in the game. Again, Wintersville Trophy Shop bringing you this fourth quarter. 2 receivers right, split left for East Tech. 2 backs in the backfield with Diamond in the gun. Takes a snap, hands it off Steele right side. He hits that seam quickly and hard, and that's another first West first down into Crusader territory, down the Crusader 48-yard line.
Michael Fabro may have sent the touchdown right there because Patterson he tore through that hole there, a little opening. Well, he was headed for
I think that
really
was Steele. I think that was
Steele?
number 1, yeah. Mm-hmm. You're all right. Again, 2 right, 1 left. Hand off left side, Steele again. He's going to get down to about the Crusader 45-yard line. Pick up a 4 for Steele, make it 2nd and 6. Under 10 minutes remaining. Again, they'll keep 2 receivers out to the right, split left, 2 backs, shotgun formation. Diamond takes the snap, hands it off again to Steele, bounces it outside. He's going to get inside the 40, pushed out of bounds at about the 36-yard line.
That was James McInnes running him out of bounds there. And, I've seen McInnes in basketball, Steve, and he is a really good athlete. I mean, he was out, of course, they had the 5 starters that were seniors last year that had been together for so long and went on that deep run.
Mm-hmm.
McInnes was one of the first guys off the bench, and he's a legit 6'2", but he can really get up. I mean, he was throwing him down in warm-ups with both hands.
Mm-hmm.
And he showed some quickness there, not letting that runner turn the corner.
It's a first West first down for East Tech at the Crusader 37-yard line. 1st and 10 there with 8:50 remaining. We'll send 2 receivers out to the right, split left. 2 backs with Diamond in the gun. Diamond takes a snap, hands off to number 24, Marshawn Brown.
There he is again, Nate Irvin. Nate Irvin's man on a mission right here. Outstanding game for the junior. He's listed at 5'11", 180 in the program, but he looks taller than that, doesn't he?
Mm-hmm. He does.
Maybe they did the height in early August when they reported for 2 days, and
yeah, right.
Maybe it's put on a 3-inch growth spurt.
2nd and 13 for East Tech. We should be under the 8-minute mark here when they snap this one. Two receivers right, split left, shotgun. Hand off left side, that Steele makes a man miss. Inside the 40, down inside the 35.
There's McGinnis again on that stop with Kyron Busick. This is Eustace pushing back a little bit, give him a little credit for not quitting here.
They'll bring up a 3rd and 6 at the Crusader 33-yard line. Under 7.5 remaining.
I'll give out the shout out to Tom Timmons. He's listening over here. He's keeping one eye on the Penguins for me. I know they were up with about 8 minutes to go in the second period against the Blue Jackets, looking for their 7th victory on the year already.
2-2 spread. Keeper by Diamond. He's going to get pushed out of bounds at around the 25-yard line. So that's going to be a first West first down. East Tech putting together the best drive of the game, Mike.
Yep. Yeah, like I said, give them credit. They didn't fold their tents here. They're still trying to make, get on the scoreboard, take something positive away from this. Some of these guys out on this field, these are going to be their last snaps they ever play.
Right.
So you want to put it together and get in that huddle and say, hey, one more time, let's do what we can here. I think we see about, I'm looking at about 8 or so seniors on that roster.
Diamond takes a snap, hands off right side. That's number 2, Jameer Patterson. He's going to be dropped right at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, Lil John going back and forth between the two teams. Now Zach Bryan pretty fired up there, but who was in the backfield right away again was Nate Urban. So this has been a big night for the Crusader front line here. At first, they gave some ground on the first couple drives, and then they were able to settle down. And I think one of the turning points, Coach, that we saw here was the play of the guys in the middle defensively, Kostecki, Wilson, and Fedorov, who were able to kind of stiffen the line there, and that really put East on their heels.
Player down for East Tech over there. Looks to me like could have been a let's just stop the clock situation there for the East Tech. It looked like he was walking off the field and that was Patterson. So Patterson now off the field, and East Tech's going to face a 2nd and 10 at the Crusader 25-yard line with 5:48 remaining. Again, Crusaders lead 37-0. Oh, bunch right formation here. A little different formation for East Tech. Diamond takes a snap, rolls towards that bunch. Going to keep it himself, just a quarterback sweep. He's going to get down inside the 20.
It was a good tackle there by number, is that 8 or 9? That is number 8, Jones. And again, Nate Irvin in the backfield creating havoc.
This is going to be 3rd.
Central still has most of their starting defensive line. Well, a couple of their starting defensive linemen in there. Let's see some substitutions going on with number 51. Hunter Kirkpatrick is in there now, as is number 72. Alex Fedorov started this game off. But a couple of the other guys up front who were playing a little bit. Good to see them get some action here. 77, Justin Rose in there.
It's going to be 3rd and 4 for East Tech at the 19-yard line.
Another timeout here by East Tech.
Yeah, they're going to take a Morrow's timeout. 4:41 remaining. We'll take it with them, and we'll be right back. All right, we're back here as East Tech comes back on the field. You have 4:41 remaining. Crusaders lead 37-0. East Tech facing a 3rd and 4 at the Crusader 19-yard line. Excuse me. Not sure what the holdup is here. Coach Meek calling one of his players over. I think it's that hand warmer situation where it ended up on the wrong sideline. Yeah, the case of the missing hand warmer here. Never seen that. 2-by-2 spread here for East Tech.
Nothing will fire up a defense more than someone taking their hand warmer from
I'm telling
right?
you.
Oh, boy.
Hand off. Steal. Going to get down inside the 5, down to the 3. Pushed out of bounds by McInnes.
And give it to East Tech, man. They're still getting after it here, trying to put something on the board and walk away with something positive.
It's going to be first and goal at the 3-yard line.
Clock still running. 4 minutes left here in the fourth quarter. Central 37-0 over East Tech.
Going to come out in a 2-by-2 spread. Diamond in the gun. Back set to his left. Takes a snap. Hands off right side. Trying to get outside. Nothing there. That's going to be number 11, Josiah Rodriguez. It's going to get dropped for loss, but we have flags that come in. I think that's going to go against the Crusaders.
Yeah.
Personal foul against the Crusaders. It's going to be a half the distance penalty. Be a first down. Ball will be spotted at about the 2.5-yard line. So we're under 3 minutes remaining. 2:55 rolling clock. First and goal for East Tech. 2-by-2 spread formation again. Diamond in the gun. Steele set to his left. Diamond takes a snap. Hands off right side.
Oh, a little taunting there.
Yeah.
Got away with it.
Yeah, I mean, that's...
Well.
Don't take the bait. If you're the Crusaders, don't take the bait.
No flag. That was right in front of the official's face. But
so that makes it 37-6.
I think we've seen enough laundry for the night.
Yeah.
Let's let this clock run and get out of here with a nice W for Central and get them on into the playoffs healthy.
Scarabs will line up and go for 2.
Take your time, fellas.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's going to roll under 2 minutes.
10 guys?
Nah, they got trips to the right. As Diamond rolls to his right, looking to throw, does throw, and batted away.
Nice play by Davion Thorne again. We called his name several times. Good night for the freshman, too.
So 37-6, 31-point lead. Keeps that running clock in play. And it looks like the officials are going to take their time getting the ball up the field here. I think they see this thing as well in hand, and that's not getting any more further penalties, or it did get a little bit chippy there at times, and under a minute now, under 50 seconds. They may not kick this off. Yeah, now the official's saying you got to come on the field, but we're down to 35 seconds. Under 30. Under 20.
Yeah, I don't think this is going to happen here.
I honestly, I wouldn't let it happen if I'm officials, but ball is kicked off.
Yeah, there's nothing's good is going to happen.
Fielded by Thorne,
right
across midfield in the East Tech territory, dropped at the 40-yard line.
Some
and here we go.
And that's,
and that's
exactly
why
right,
you should
Steve.
not have even kicked that off.
Never kick that off. You could see the tension was boiling, and get off the field and go home now.
Drive safe. God bless and go Blue.
So Crusaders win it 37-6 as your final score. Mike, any last thoughts?
Yeah, Central took care of business. They did what they had to do, overcame those first 2 turnovers on their first possessions. Batting down the hatches, kept it tight, eliminated the big play. There were no real big plays for East Tech. And on to the playoffs for Central. Great job, Coach Meek and staff.
Absolutely. High Valley Sports Online would like to take this opportunity to thank all of our sponsors for making covering live sports available for everyone to enjoy. The exposure that OVSO gives to area schools, their student athletes, and families is made possible by sponsorships from area businesses and individuals. If you're interested in becoming a sponsor, message us on Facebook or contact any one of us personally. Thank you. Again, look for our schedule this week coming up. We'll be covering Ohio High School playoff action coming up this weekend. On behalf of Dan Vogel, Mike Florak, this has been Steve Daley. Again, your final score, Central 37, East Tech 6. We'll see you real soon. Have a good night.
Crusaders win would get them a home game in the Division 7 Region 27 bracket. Scoreless late first, Braylon Wilson, Luke Bryan come up with the sack. Ensuing Crusaders drive extends into the second quarter. Matthew Sprockeye finding Matty Jones, 2-point try good. 8-0. Crusaders set up with a short field after a short punt. Sprockeye makes a guy miss in the backfield. He's into the end zone. 14-0 to go for 2 again. And again, it's Kyron Busick converting. And another short touchdown for the Crusaders late in the half. Sprockeye again extending the lead. Defense to cap off the half. Nate Irvin sack in the end zone. Yeah, that's a safety. 2 points added to the Crusaders total. And then to open up the third, how about an 80-yard kickoff return for a touchdown? That is Matthew Sprockeye. He will not be touched. Crusaders win 37-6. They'll host a first-round playoff game next week at Harding Stadium. So that win officially giving Central the 6th seed in Division 7, Region 27. The Crusaders unofficially will host Danville, also in that region. Cotton Valley, the 8th seed. They'll host Rosecrans.